Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Well, this one was a late coming, unfortunately. It's just one of these movies that I literally need to brace myself before watching. Now, this came in the door a couple of days ago, and I didn't want to do a video on it until I actually seen it, so I can actually talk about the transfer on it, which we will get to in a second. So yes, for today's video, we're going to be doing a review on The Green Mile. Like I said at the start of this video, it is one of them movies that it's a tough watch. It is. It's one of those movies that it just takes you on an emotional roller coaster. It really is. It's 1 minute you could be just breaking your ass laughing so much in this movie, largely down to Sam Rockwell, I might add. 1 minute you'll be in tears. You know, you'll be angry. You'll be scared. It's just, it has a range of emotions you can think of, and this film just hits them all. It really is that kind of special movie, and like I said, it's just one of them. It's hard to watch. It really is. It's a tough watch. So yeah, it has a fantastic cast. You have the likes of Tom Hanks. You've got David Morse there as well. You got Michael Clarke Duncan, who is so sweet in this movie. It's actually borderline heartbreaking. You got James Cromwell. You got Barry Pepper as well, and of course you got Sam Rockwell, who, like I said, he really is the comedy genius in this movie. He has me in tears laughing. So many scenes in this movie. Unbelievable. The film is directed by Frank Darabont, and it's based off another adaptation of Stephen King. This is Frank Darabont's. This was his second movie. It was the follow-up to The Shawshank Redemption. No surprise that he ended up going back to another prison movie. And this was his second adaptation of a Stephen King movie. He done 3 altogether with Shawshank, and he done The Mist. And he had another film in between The Mist and this movie, a film called The Majestic with Jim Carrey. And I'll tell you one thing, that is a fantastic movie. And if you've not checked it out, do check it out. Jim Carrey's performance in it is absolutely fantastic. The movie itself had a budget of 60 million, and it grossed just a little over 280 million. So making it a very successful, financially successful movie in the box office as well. So right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us around this beautiful release of it. This is the Steelbook edition as well. Yeah, so I'll take us around this. I will come back and I'll let you in on the 4K picture and my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, The Green Mile, and this artwork is so unbelievably simplistic, but it's absolutely perfect. I love it. I just love the way that when you see this kind of being coughed out, whatever it is he's coughing out, I just love the way it's almost like it's almost out of focus, and it works so unbelievably well. And of course you have Michael Clarke Duncan there as well. So yeah, digging on the artwork, I think it's just absolutely perfect. And yeah, I knew the minute I seen it that I desperately wanted it. So right, take us to the spine of it here. And as you can see, it's a meaty looking set. And I said this at the start of the video, this is the Steelbook edition, which I will be showing now soon enough. So this is the back of it, and I'll take you up close as well, just so you can have a look at some of the tech specs there if you want to. So yeah, that is everything there. And I'll zoom out, and there's a few special features there as well if you want to have a quick read of them. And then there's a few pictures there to show you exactly everything that's in this set. So yeah, that is the back of it. So I'm going to just remove this J card and I'll show you the back artwork. Right, so there you go. That is the back of it, and look at that. Isn't that amazing? I think it must be, I say that's John Coffey's hands, and of course Mr. Jingles sitting there. That mouse in it is absolutely fantastic. He really is amazing. So yeah, I just love the simplicity of this set. And I just think it works unbelievably well. And just like the palette of this movie, the cover kind of captures the palette of this movie perfectly. It just has a very warm look to it. So yeah, that is the box set itself, and that's everything you get in it. So let's open it up then, and we'll have a look at all its contents. So I think I will start with the Steelbook first. And the Steelbook really is absolutely extraordinary. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? So you have Tom Hanks' character there, and John Coffey's hand sticking out. So again, they stuck with the kind of warm look to the movie as well. So they kind of captured it with the Steelbook, which is quite great. So yeah, show you the spine of it there. and then to the back. And it's one of them steelbooks that just look great when you actually open it up, which I will show you now in a second. Voila. Fantastic. And it was great to, you know, it was nice to be able to get the steelbook in with this edition, because the last thing I wanted to do is to buy, you know, buy a collector's edition with a standard Amaray case and then have to go out and buy the steelbook as well. So yeah, it was great to get this set complete like this. So yeah, turn it around and I'll show you the disc quickly. So this is your 4K disc, if I can get it out. So that is your 4K disc. And then you also have your Blu-ray disc, and it has a different colour, the Blu-ray disc, which is always nice to see, something a bit different. So yeah, that is your 2 discs, and then that is the inside artwork, and that is the scene where they were getting breaking John Coffey out to help out James Cromwell's wife. So yeah, that is the steelbook. Absolutely beautiful, and so happy to finally have that. Right, the next thing I'll show is the book you get with it. And again, nice to see that they changed the artwork as well on the book. It's not the same thing. And take it around to the back of it there. There's Mr. Jingles again. So run through the book, and I'm sure it's just a bit of a write-up of the movie, and you get a few kind of a couple of pictures from the film itself. And yeah, it's obviously talking about some of the characters, the actors in it. Again, what a fantastic cast. A lot of the same people that you would see from The Shawshank appears in this movie as well. What's his name? Frank Darabont. He likes to stick with his regulars, and I can't really blame him sometimes. Right, so then on to the last thing here you get in the set is this this kind of envelope, and another great bit of artwork on it. Looks absolutely amazing. And then that's the back of it there. So there's nothing on the spine of it. No. So we'll open this up and we'll see what we get inside. Right, move that to a side. So you have a poster here, which I'll show last. So a couple of stills here, and you have Frank Darabont talking to the cast, I think it is. And yeah, just a couple of scenes from the movie. And that's another one there. And then yeah, a couple of quotes from the movie. There's actually some great quotes in this film. That's actually one of my favourite. It is. It's kind of sad as well when you think about it. So yeah, take us around into this one here. John Coffey in this movie, Michael Clarke Duncan. It's hard. It really is hard to watch. He is just like a child in this movie, and yeah, it can be just very upsetting to watch sometimes. So yeah, that is the postcards, and the last thing I have to show is this small poster you get, and it's a double-sided poster. So that is the poster that we all kind of know from the Green Mile. And then I'll just quickly take us around, and that's an alternate artwork you get, which is quite nice. So yeah, folks, that is everything you get in this set. Again, love it. You know, you get your poster there. You got a couple of postcards. I don't know how many there is. What is it? It's 7 of them, I think. So 7 postcards. You got this lovely envelope that them postcards and that poster comes into as well. You have got your booklet, your steelbook, and then of course you got that beautiful hard box that everything is housed in. So it really is a fantastic set from Warner Brothers. Right folks, so there you have it. That is everything in this release, and I think they did a great job with it. It looks absolutely beautiful. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. So before I do get onto it, I'll just give you a few tech specs before we get talking about it. So yes, it naturally has a 4K DI, no surprise there. It's got an aspect ratio of 185:1, so you get the full real estate, no black bars to be seen. No Dolby Vision, unfortunately, so it's HDR. And it's also got Dolby Atmos. This one is very simple to kind of review, to be honest. I have the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray already looked great. It really did. And basically what they've done with this release is they just refined everything. Every single thing. You know, you got your black levels, just an added bit of refinement. You know, your shadow detail, colours, the HDR looks fantastic. It has a very, very warm palette, which suits the movie very well, because when you do watch it, everyone is sweating all during this movie. As a matter of fact, I was sweating watching it. That's how warm this film actually looks. It's just, it looks like a very, very warm looking set, it did. Yeah, the facial details, the close-up, there's a lot of close-up facial detail, a lot of close-up shots in this movie. and the level of detail on the faces is absolutely extraordinary. You see every single pore. The usual suspects, clothing and textures, you know, strands of hair, all look absolutely amazing. It's just a complete and utter refinement over that previous Blu-ray. And if you're a fan of this movie, trust me, you're going to love how this film looks on 4K. I'll give you a good example of it. If you've seen the 4K transfer for the Shawshank Redemption, that's exactly what you're getting with this. It looks beautiful. It really, really does. There is a very, very light, thin layer of grain, and it looks absolutely beautiful during this movie. Grain haters, you have nothing to worry about, trust me. So yes, the picture quality is fantastic, and it is a nice upgrade over our previous Blu-ray, which will definitely make a lot of people happy, sorry. Right, so it has a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and yes, it's a bit of overkill when it comes to the Green Mile. But look, I am absolutely not going to complain, because it's a welcome upgrade as well. There's not a whole lot, you know, in this movie where the up-firing channels can really work, or even the surround speakers. It's all down to atmosphere, and that's what you will hear. You hear them speakers. It's you know, it's in the Mile, it's in the Green Mile. You get a great sense of, like, you know, echoes and that kind of stuff, you know. But other than that, there's not much to be had when it comes to the higher channels and the surround speakers. You do get a good, you know, burst of sound every time you see an execution in this movie. I have to admit, the sound on them executions were absolutely extraordinary, and that is the only time in it where you will get a good sense of your surround speakers and your overhead. And the scenes as well where John Coffey starts kind of coughing out these the kind of flies, or whatever you want to call it, that's coming out of him as well. You get a nice sense of them overheads, just, you know, again, with them scenes, they just don't happen too much in it, unfortunately. So look, it's the Dolby Atmos is absolutely perfect. It's the film. Look, it's the Green Mile. It's, you know, there's not a whole lot to be had. You know, the dialogue is clean. It comes out of your center channel. You'll have absolutely no problems whatsoever. So in all, folks, look, this is a no-brainer. If you want this film on 4K, pick it up. You are going to be so happy when you see what they've done with the picture quality in this. And the Dolby Atmos, yeah, it may be a bit of overkill, but like I said, it's appreciated as well. So that is it, folks. That is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below, and I really, really want to hear what you're going to say about this movie. Wow, it took me nearly an hour and a half to shake this movie off after I watched it last night. It just is that kind of movie. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. So take care, folks, out there. Take it easy. Bye-bye.